Hi, welcome back to the Woodshop Nerdery. In this video, I continue the project build for the Stickley Highlands Bookshelf. Particularly, I need to make progress on adding all the joinery for the 4 uprights. But to start out the video, I'm going to show you a clip that I forgot to show you in the last video, which is making some groove cuts in the rails on each piece. I need to make some dados in each of the rails to accommodate the shelves. This is the bottom rail. I've already got the double tenon and the mortises for the slats cut. So now I just need to cut a dado about here, 36 millimeters from the top. I've got my magnetic strip set up, so I will just adjust to 36 millimeters. And now I can make the cut. One of the reasons the Shopsmith does such a great job with dados is because it has a special arbor that attaches for the dado stack. So the blades and chippers are mounting on a nice smooth arbor, so the stack mounts up really nice and even, results in a very even bottom to the dado. Bottom, middle, and top shelf sit in grooves I've made in the rails. The 4th shelf from the bottom will sit in one of a series of 5 pins. I've not decided yet which style of pin I'm going to use, but I'm leaning towards this one. The 2nd from the bottom shelf and the 2nd from the top shelf will sit in notches I need to cut in the 4 uprights. I've already laid out for the notches here. And here's another reason I'm really loving this twin screw vise. It's so flexible, especially when combined with hand screw clamps like this. I'm able to mount this workpiece on a 45-degree angle, which is very helpful because I'm going to start working on these notches by cutting in with my saw at a 45-degree angle so that it meets the line on either side. Then I'll remove the waste with the chisel, and then I'll go in at 90-degree angles and square up this notch. So I've selected this type of shelf pin, and now I need to drill the holes into the uprights. I've marked out the spacing in 60mm divisions because that's what I was inferring from the image. But I really like using this Cabinet Mate. It's a Milescraft product for drilling shelf pin holes, and its spacing is 32mm. So if I go every other one, it'll be a 64mm spacing. I think that should be fine for my purposes. So one of the first things I'm going to do is tape off the holes that I don't want to use, because I have done that in the past where I've intended to skip a hole and then ended up drilling the wrong hole, which isn't that big a deal, but you end up with an extra hole that you're not going to use. Okay, so that leaves me with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 holes, spaced 62 millimeters apart. Now this jig is designed to be used with cabinets. The way the sets of holes are spaced out from this edge and also from this inside edge, it's not going to work for what I need it. What I've done is I've double stick taped a fence here exactly in the position where I want to go. I want to drill 5 holes, and I've made a mark where the center hole goes on all 4 pieces. I'll line that mark up in the center. I'll clamp my fence down. The jig comes with this guided bit and the collar that fits inside the holes. So I think that's going to be perfect. I'm to the point where I need to fix some of the mistakes I've made. Here's one of them on the middle rail for both sides. When routing the mortises, I started here and routed to the end on the first pass, and I repeated that mistake on both of them. So now I'm going to take some of these little pieces, shave them down to the correct size, and glue them in. In order to get these pieces the correct size, I'm going to use this Bridge City Toolworks plane. I'm going to use this 1/4 inch brass setup bar to set the height. Got a piece of double stick tape here. I'm going to set these on their end and just fasten them down. Now I'm going to advance the blade till I start getting the shavings. I'll just keep taking this down till the skids bottom out. Got quite a ways to go. Almost there. That looks good. Well, that does it for this video. I hope to see you in the next one.